we go, girl. Look at you. What's up? Cute. Hey y'all, it's Zan. I'm back with another YouTube video. Today I wanted to talk about my vision board. Hold on. Actually, before I go any further, let me bring out my little script because sometimes I be talking and I ramble when I speak and I don't really like that. So I wrote a script today so I could actually follow along with something. In this video, I wanted to share with you guys my vision board for 2021. 2020 was a very hard year, obviously, for all of us, I'm sure. I just wanted to share some of the goals I have for 2021, why I have these goals, and why they're important to me, pretty much. Like, 2020 was really hard for me personally, and I went through like a lot. Like, my grandma died, and that was really intense for me. The whole family was at the house, and there was a lot of generational trauma and pain and tension in the house for pretty much the whole summer. My dad caught COVID. He's still with us, thank God. But 2020 was very stressful for so many more reasons, even more than those. So I think because 2020 was so painful and stressful and tested me so much, when the year started to end, I kind of got into this mindset of like, I want to do everything I can in my power to make my life as good as it could be, because this past year has taught me that there are so many things that are out of your control. What you can control, you got to do your best. You know what I mean? There's so many parts of my life that are in my control, and having something so drastic that was out of my control happen, so not even one thing, so many drastic things that was out of my control happen, really showed me that like these areas of your life, they don't have to be raggedy. You can make them good. Like, this is something that you can control. And I already had that mindset. I already had the mindset of like, yo, let go of what you can't control and focus on what you can control, because that's just the type of person I am. My friends often, sometimes they'll be pissed about shit that I won't be pissed about, not because it doesn't bother me, but because I know I can't control it. But 2020 and like the pandemic and everything that happened just showed that on a whole nother level. So I was like, I'm going to do everything in my power to take control of the parts of my life that I don't like and that I can control, because that's up to me. I have one life to live, and I want to live it to the best of my ability. So for that reason, I'm gonna share with you my vision board, my desires, my wants, the things I want out of life, what I care about, what I'm passionate about, like what gets my blood flowing in the morning. So yeah, as you can see, it's right behind me. I'm not even using the script. That's crazy, ain't it? I just wrote the script to write it, now I'm not even using it. If I need it, I'll come back to it, but I ain't using it. So let's get real intimate. This is the board. Make sure y'all see it. Alright. This is actually my very first vision board. I have not made a vision board before this. This is the first vision board I've ever made, and I am very proud of it. I have been posting it everywhere because, it really invokes not just the things that I want, but also how I want to feel in 2021, which is more important than me than just the things that I want. Because sometimes you desire certain things because you think it'll make you feel a certain way, but then when you get it, it doesn't. So with that in mind, I kind of prioritize more what I feel. So for one thing that's very important to me is my health, right? And not just in the sense of like how health is advertised today, not just in the sense of like, get your body looking right like this, have a beach bod. Not just in the sense of like body, but really in the sense of health. like holistic health, like not even just health but wellness. As I've grown, something I've noticed about myself is that I have really underestimated how important my health is to my life, physical and mental. Like, so many issues in my life were recurring because I wasn't taking my health seriously, and I just wasn't taking care of myself. Like, I wasn't concerned about my overall wellness, you know? And that's just not just about how I look, but that's more so not just, and it's not just about a skincare routine, you know. I'm just saying that to put it out there. There's nothing wrong with a skincare routine. I'm just saying that because people often associate that with self-care. But anyways, I'm talking wellness in the whole of things, like the food I'm putting in my body, and like being intentional with it because it gives me energy and it helps me run throughout the day in a way that is good for my body. Like, not just eating just to eat, eating with purpose, eating, you know, for joy, eating for health, eating for wellness, eating for energy, like putting things in my mouth, pause, anyways, putting food in my mouth that is genuinely quality for my body, consuming things that are good for me, genuinely, right? So with that, and also, before I continue, I also care about health in the sense of like my mental, right? That I feel like mental health investment looks like prayer for me, meditation, yoga is a big one, journaling is a super big one, and self-talk. You know, sometimes I just like to talk to myself. God, oh my God, that took way too long for me to remember. Sometimes I just talk to myself, like literally put on my voice memos and like talk to myself like I'm on a phone call, because I have to talk myself through what I'm feeling, why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling, and really vent out loud and hear those words from myself to myself. That's therapeutic to me. So a couple of different things on here that show my health desired are, you know, pictures of good food, right? Of course, right. I think I have some other things on here too. This girl, I want to be able to do this position. You see how she's bended like that? I genuinely want to be able to bend myself like that by the end of this year. And also, homegirl down here, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to do that too. And them too, they look like they're chilling. I like the way they look, right? So yeah, health-wise, that's even more so wellness-wise, that's really what I care about this year. Those are the few pictures that really describe that. Something else that I really care about this year is my finances, right? Like, I really want to put myself in a different financial position. I'm not talking something crazy like being a millionaire, or, you know, or even necessarily making six figures this year, even though that is something I definitely want in the future. But I just want to be able to be in a new position by the end of the year, you know, good money, you know. Yeah, so for that, I just have these pictures of money, you know. I want the bag this year, as I should, right? And then also something else I want this year is to feel really involved in my feminine energy. And that's always hard, because like when people talk about feminine energy, especially on YouTube, there's a certain association with it, and I won't even get into that. But when I talk about feminine energy, I truly mean like the feeling like of peace, the feeling of being able to rest in the now, which is not something only feminine people can experience. Of course, everyone has feminine and masculine in them, but I just mean like taking your time, creativity, being in touch with yourself, in tune with your feelings, you know, like those are the things I feel like sometimes in this real busy, capitalistic, business type of world, I know for me, for sure, I get so caught up in running, moving, pushing, and I forget like to just sit in a moment. Like sometimes you can just take a day or take part of a day to enjoy yourself, to do something that's carefree and spontaneous. Like those moments are so needed, and people act like when they become adults they can't have no fun, and that's bullshit. The whole reason that we are adults is because we can now have fun on a bigger scale than we could when we were kids, in my opinion. For feminine energy, I just put down some girls, that I found off of Pinterest that I thought were very beautiful and feminine, looked like they were chilling and in their piece. Homegirl right here, she looks, she's gorgeous too. The fucking fit, you know what I'm saying? These girls right here too, they're great. And then she looks like she's really enjoying herself. And my favorite picture probably on this whole vision board is this girl right here. I don't know what it is about her, but she just looks so at peace, and she looks so calm and unbothered, and I think also the thing with her is that, like, she very well could be posing for the camera, but she doesn't look like she is. She really looks like she's in her own world. All these other girls, like, well, don't get me wrong, they're beautiful, they're having fun, they're great. All these other girls, they're posing for the camera. There's a bit of a feeling that that it's staged. But with her, she very well could be posing for the camera as well. I'm sure she is, but she doesn't look like it, therefore it doesn't feel like it, therefore the picture has a different vibe to it. So yeah, I made this vision board, right, and I was very proud of it, but I kind of realized that there were no words at all. And while the pictures are great, and I'm very proud of, like, the pictures that I chose, and they really do invoke the things that I want, I felt like I needed some words that gave a little bit of direction. Not too much, because I didn't want the vision board to feel strict at all, but something as a guide, right? So these 3 words popped up in my head one day, and I typed them up, right? And I cut them out, and I taped them on the back of the vision board. So I have 3 years. I have 3 words for 2021, right? And I shall read them to you, because I'll show you them first. Right? Patience, intention, and gratitude. So my 3 words for 2021 are patience, intention, and gratitude. I have a little quote that I put by them. Some of the quotes I created, some of the quotes I just remembered by hearing them, and I also have a little paragraph that just kind of popped into my mind when I thought of the word. So I'll read these to you. Patience. Patience is your friend in all situations. When frustration, anger, bitterness, and stress run over you, choose patience with yourself, with your peers. A clear and calm mind is the only kind that can make good decisions for you. Yeah, I find myself needing patience a lot. I find myself needing to just take a breath, to just take some time, to just get away and just to relax. Like, so many of my problems are problems that I partially induce because I am so stressed and tight and anxious and holding myself and making the situation worse for me. So I've been trying to think, like, anytime I get frustrated, to take a breath and to really be patient, and it's been helping. It's been working. So word number 2, intention. How you do anything is how you do everything. Lead with intention. Choose actions, habits, environments, and people that are good for you. Work in a way that pushes you towards your deepest desires, and be intimate and familiar with your desires so you may find them. I was just talking about this earlier when it comes to, like, food and, like, my health. Like, it's so easy to just do things just to do them, just because they're there, just because it's easy. But I don't want to do things because they're easy. I don't want to do things just because they're there. And I don't want to engage with people, experiences, habits, environments that are just there. I want things that I want. I want to be around the things that I want and that I desire and that are good for me, specifically, Alexandra. Yeah, and I think I've lived a life that has not necessarily been intentional, and I want to change that. So our 3rd and final word are gratitude. Plural and singular, Alex. Gratitude is singular. All right. The 3rd and final word is gratitude. Being grateful confirms your peace for today and your blessings for tomorrow. Practice gratitude regularly. When things are in your favor and when they oppose you, show gratitude. It gives peace of mind and grounds your spirit. This is definitely very true for me too. Like, the days where I woke up and chose to be grateful, the days where I woke up and chose to like really love the day, have always been good days. Shout out to Sissa. But yeah, like the days I choose to be grateful, or even just a moment of gratitude, can really change your whole day. Like, shit can be going wrong, left to right, you know, like things are just falling apart. But when you choose like gratitude, it is unlike anything else. It's unlike anything else. So yeah, that is my vision board video, my vision board showcase. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you have a vision board yourself. Did you make one for 2021? And if not, it's totally cool. Tell me your goals for 2021. Even if your goal is just to be good mentally this year, that's totally fair. Just to survive. I understand. Like, sometimes it is truly like that. I get it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is getting dark and I have a class that starts in 20 minutes? Yeah, 20 minutes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.